For a lot of people, walking into the gym doesn't start with excitement. It starts with a silent wave of anxiety that hits the moment you step inside. It might feel like every pair of eyes is on you, watching the way you move, judging the way you lift, or noticing every little mistake you might make. And even though deep down you know that nobody is truly paying that much attention, the feeling can still be overwhelming. Your chest tightens, your thoughts get louder, and suddenly something as simple as picking up a dumbbell feels like it takes more courage than anyone realizes. But gym anxiety isn't something to be ashamed of. It's something countless people experience, and it's something you can absolutely overcome with time, practice, and the right mindset. One of the first things to understand is that gym anxiety doesn't happen because you're weak or unfit. It happens because your environment is new. Humans are wired to feel uncertain in unfamiliar spaces, and a gym can be full of loud sounds, unfamiliar equipment, and people who look like they know exactly what they're doing. Your brain interprets this as a threat, even if nothing is actually dangerous. That is why you feel a rush of nervous energy before you even begin your workout. But the beautiful part is that your mind adapts quickly when it's exposed to something repeatedly in a safe way. And that's exactly how you slowly break free from that anxious feeling. A big trigger for gym anxiety is the fear of embarrassment. The fear that someone will see you do an exercise wrong or think you're lifting too light. But here's the truth almost nobody tells you. People in the gym are far more focused on themselves than on you. They're thinking about their form, their progress, their goals, and their next set. Many of them are battling their own insecurities quietly. That person lifting heavy might be worried about their technique. That person running on the treadmill might be thinking about their pace, and a guy you think is staring at you is probably lost in his own thoughts. Realizing this doesn't remove the anxiety instantly, but it does remind you that the stories your mind creates often aren't real. Planning your workout ahead of time makes a huge difference. When you walk into the gym knowing exactly what exercises you're going to do, what order you'll follow, and how many sets you'll complete, you remove so much confusion. You don't wander around looking lost. You don't freeze when deciding what machine to use. Instead, you have a path to follow, and that structure makes you feel grounded and in control. It turns the gym from a chaotic space into a place with purpose, and when you move with purpose, your anxiety naturally begins to decrease. If the gym feels overwhelming, start somewhere small. Literally, pick a quiet corner, a stretching mat, or a machine area that doesn't have too many people around. Give your mind time to get comfortable in that smaller space before you move into the louder, busier sections. You don't need to walk straight into the free weight area on day one. You don't need to compete with the hardest lifters or push yourself into areas that trigger your anxiety. Comfort grows from safety, and safety grows from starting where your stress is lowest. As days pass, your circle of comfort expands, and eventually the whole gym starts to feel like a space you can move through confidently. Take a little time to learn some basic movements before going to the gym. Watch form videos at home, practice squats or hip hinges in front of a mirror, or try bodyweight variations until they feel natural. When your body understands a movement, your brain feels safer performing it in public. You don't have to master anything. You just need to feel familiar with it. That familiarity is often enough to dissolve half the anxiety you feel. When you finally begin your workout, start with a warm-up that helps anchor your mind. Slow breathing, light cardio, mobility work, whatever helps you shift from anxious energy to focused energy. Let this warm-up become your ritual, your buffer between stress and strength. The simple act of preparing your body helps calm your thoughts and gives you a feeling of control. It reminds you that you're here for yourself, not for anyone else's approval. Music is another powerful tool for managing gym anxiety. When you put on your headphones and play songs that make you feel calm, focused, or energized, you create a protective bubble around your mind. The noise of the gym fades, the background conversations blur, and it becomes easier to stay inside your own head instead of worrying about what people might be thinking. Music is like armor. It shields your focus and keeps you grounded. As you start your workout, don't chase perfection, expect mistakes. Everyone makes them, beginners, intermediates, even advanced lifters. The difference is that experienced people don't let those mistakes define them. They adjust, learn, and move on. The more you allow yourself to be imperfect, the quicker your anxiety loosens its grip. Remember, flaws are part of progress, and progress is what truly matters. Another powerful way to break gym anxiety is to celebrate the tiny victories. The day you enter the gym even when you're nervous, that's a victory. The moment you try a new machine, that's a victory. The time you stay 10 minutes longer than usual, that's a victory. When you acknowledge these small wins, you retrain your brain to see the gym not as a place of fear, but as a place of growth. Confidence doesn't show up suddenly. It grows quietly, one small step at a time. Don't hesitate to talk to trainers or staff when you feel unsure. A quick question about how a machine works or how to adjust the seat can take away so much confusion. Trainers answer these questions every day, and they respect people who are willing to learn. Asking for help doesn't make you look inexperienced at all. It makes you look committed to improving. Over the weeks, something incredible starts to happen. The machines don't look as intimidating anymore. The weights feel like tools rather than threats. The gym regulars start to look familiar instead of overwhelming. Even your body begins to feel different, stronger, more capable, more coordinated, and with every little improvement, your anxiety loses another piece of its power. Eventually, you'll walk into the gym without overthinking. You'll choose your exercises with confidence. You'll move freely through the space. And one day, without even realizing it, your biggest fear becomes something you've already conquered. The gym becomes your space, a place that supports you, challenges you, and helps you grow. And when that moment comes, you'll look back at your nervous first days and feel proud that you didn't give up. You'll realize that the anxiety that once made the gym feel impossible is the same challenge that made you resilient. You'll see how much courage it took to stay consistent, and you'll understand that overcoming gym anxiety isn't just about fitness, it's about learning how strong you truly are. If this video helped you feel understood or encouraged, I'd love for you to stay connected. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment sharing your experience with gym anxiety or the progress you've made. You're not alone in this journey, and your story might be the inspiration someone else needs to take their first step. You belong in the gym, you deserve to feel confident, and you are far stronger than your fears. Keep showing up. You're doing better than you think.